negative $2,907. This is day 2 of my $0 to $100 million journey, and we're actually up $113 since yesterday, which is sensational. Great job to us. And it has been a roller coaster of a day. So yesterday, after I recorded the recap video for this, I recorded a bunch more videos for the Seamless Outcomes page. And I was super motivated, so I posted a bunch. This morning, I put them on Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere. And what ended up happening is a bit before 7 a.m, someone reached out and they said, "Hey, I saw your stuff. I'm a soccer coach. I'd love to work with you. What are your prices?" And so that was awesome to wake up to. I also woke up to a bunch of new subscribers, so thank every single one of you. You guys are champions. Got me through the day. And you'll hear why now. So this guy messaged and had a bit of a chat, had a look at his Facebook page. He's only running one ad, and I said, well, if you work with my company, we'll run a few more ads for you. We'll split test them. We'll start moving you on to other platforms. And here is the price. And then as soon as I told him the price, he decided to ghost me and hasn't gotten back to me so far for the rest of the day, despite him being really, really keen. And so I learned something from that, because that's actually the first time that someone's come to me asking for assistance with their marketing. And so, firstly, for any beginner salespeople, hold the price until the very last moment. That is a secret. I knew that secret, but I forgot in the heat of the moment, and I choked under pressure. But that's why we practice and we do these things. It's not because we need to get them right every time, especially not because we need to get them right the first time. It's because we need to get them right eventually. And the only way you can get them right is by putting yourself in that scenario, learning from it, and coming out better on the other side. So, after all of that rigmarole, I decided yesterday was a really successful day. I recorded a bunch of content. I got a lead this morning, which was a result of the content I recorded yesterday. Bunch of subscribers on this channel, which I am, again, incredibly grateful for. And I thought to myself, what did I do differently yesterday to any other day where I didn't have the success? And the number one thing that I thought of was recorded content, sent out follow-up emails, and ate properly. So good nutrition. I ate properly yesterday. I had a Guzman's burrito with avocado, and let me tell you, sorry, guacamole. And let me tell you, I never have guacamole on the burritos, because even though I know, having those omega-3s and avocado makes me feel good, it's a frivolous expense. It's $2. I don't want to spend $2. I'm cheap. Not anymore. Because I realized something today, which is, if I'd done the same amount of output yesterday as, the last 6 months, so the last 6 months I did the same amount of output as I did yesterday, I would have made so much money just from the inbound leads, let alone everything else that's been going on. So, really, I've actually costed myself money by saving that $2. And I know what you're thinking, you can't save yourself rich. And I agree, you can't save yourself rich. You need to focus on income. So anything you can buy that increases your income, whether that's by saving you time, giving you energy, giving you more options for making money, knowledge, education, anything like that, spend money on it now. So today what I ended up doing is I went to Coles, which is our supermarket in Australia, and I bought a bunch of good, healthy stuff. Whole foods, bottled water, which I'm 50-50 on, but my missus really likes it, so did it anyway. I bought rump steaks, nuts, fish oil tablets, bunch of salad, a superfood mix. And a whole bunch of other things just to make me full of energy, full of life, and ready to attack every day like I attacked yesterday. How that worked out for me today is I ended up having no caffeine today, which isn't that sensational on its own, but I didn't have any of sort of the, oh, I feel really tired, I could go for a nap symptoms. I was just on all day. And I did a 3-hour shift of work in this afternoon. That 3-hour shift, I started early and I finished early, but I was meant to do a 7-hour shift. I condensed it into 2 hours and 45 minutes because I was switched on, I was go, and everything was just right where it needed to be. I felt dialed in today. So, for you, this is a reminder that you need to go out, get proper nutrition, and it'll pay for itself. You already know that, but you might not be doing it. So this is your reminder. Now let's talk about how I managed to get that extra $113. So, I was locked in. I'm in a good mood. I've got video to record tonight. How am I going to justify the whatever money I spent on the grocery shop if I don't get any money in? And so I just messaged a friend of mine who I've done work with before, and he's got a couple of invoices outstanding, which is fine because he's a mate. And I just said, hey, I'm doing a money challenge on YouTube. Would you mind just paying one invoice so I can look good for the YouTube subscribers? And he was like, yeah, dude, of course, no worries. Did it like 30 seconds later. And it made me think, it made me realize that you can do that to literally anyone. Anyone who might want to pay you money, who might owe you money, anything like that, you can just say, hey, want to pay me some money? I am watching this YouTuber. It'd go a long way. I would really appreciate it. Just whatever it takes. Send that message. Be just a little bit conscientious. Send that message, send that email, and then you will receive money as a direct result. Crazy. But what I will say is that when you do that, you are extracting value from the relationship, especially if it's someone like your friend where you say, hey, would you pay me money for blah, 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 blah. Unless that's kind of the relationship that you guys have, they might not be super inclined to do it, and you might be extracting a little bit of value from that relationship. So be careful, but go out, get some money, get adequate nutrition, and hydrate yourself. Those are my top tips for success. Negative $2,907, up $113 from yesterday, and we will be continuing this challenge over however long it takes to hit $100 million. If you want to join us for the journey, make sure you subscribe.